I did all of my training in salon with my boss, who trained me personally, and then I was sent on various courses with Vidal Sassoon, the Academy, L'Oreal, so on and so forth, and did individual like week-long course, 2-day courses, that sort of thing, which was really, really good. And coming from a engineering background, I'm very good with my hands, practically speaking.
Yeah.
And I see cutting as a work in progress, so you kind of you build up to it a little bit at a time, and you can see it shaping up into the final piece. Whereas with colour, I find, for me personally, it's a bit boring because you know, you choose your colours, you paint them on, then you leave it for 45 minutes, wash it off, and it's done. So you don't really see the process so much. And so from that point of view, I personally prefer cutting and blow drying, because I can see what I'm doing as I'm doing it.
Okay. And what are some of the more challenging situations you find yourself with, Pete?
Dealing with strong personalities,
yeah,
is one of the hardest things you'll ever have to deal with in hairdressing. You've got to be confident.
Right.
You've got to be sure that you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Job satisfaction at the end of the day, when you've had a client come in and they've wanted a restyle or something like that, and you go through the process and you give them what they want, and they walk out with a great big smile on their faces. It's just such a wicked feeling.
That's great.
As for dislikes for the job in general, I suppose the hardest thing is physically, because although it's not a hard job, you are on your feet all day long, and you're leaning over, and it does affect you in the back and so on and so forth. So it can be quite hard work in that respect.
Right. Do you have any sort of general advice for a youngster who's thinking about potentially becoming a hairdresser?
Depending on the age, I mean, you know, people that are still at school, I would highly recommend trying to get a Saturday job in a salon, any salon at all, just so that you can kind of get an idea of how it works. Some people think that they might like it and actually turn out to realise that it's not what they like. Well, basically, you know, people always think that hairdressing is all about the gift of the gab and being able to talk to people, but there is so much more in it, emotionally and technically as well.
Okay. And Pete, by emotionally, are you talking about the kind of relationships you sort of build with your clients?
Definitely. Yeah. I mean, I've got clients who have become friends from being a hairdresser, and you know, I see them outside of work as well as them coming in to have a haircut, and you know, it's a very gratifying job.